Buy Sri Lanka's best internet package for online learning and online working with many amazing offers. Call 1212 for more information. Sri Lanka Telecom.
ලෙන්ගතුකම වැඩි කරගන්න ලව්ජු රුපියල් 50ට අඩු කළා.
මාමේ එන්න අපිට එකක් බොමු.
Tonight, sailing into safe waters. Navy cluster comes to an end after 90-day battle as health authorities say Kandakadu coming under control. Rocking the boat, Narcotics Bureau investigation reveals STF protection and high-tech activities of drug racketeers. Slipping the net, Easter attack convert Sarah Jasmine's India escape from Saindamardu revealed at PCOI. Courts vote. Court issues notice on Rishad Badiuddin to appear before the Criminal Investigation Department. All that and much more coming up on First at 9, this Tuesday the 21st of July 2020.
From AdaDerana, this is AdaDerana First at 9.
Nava sunlight sakura, then Dikukal pavathina sakura mal suandin.
Live from Studio 24 in Colombo.
Good evening and welcome to First at 9. I'm Dhamniketan Michael. Let's start with your local stories. Now, what had been a major concern for Sri Lanka for 3 months during the COVID-19 pandemic, the Navy cluster, is no more. 906 naval personnel in total contracted the virus, and from that, the last 3 were discharged from hospital today. The trio, however, will have to undergo a further 14 days of self-isolation. Though this is good news, the country's concerns are not over, with the new cluster at the Kandakadu Rehabilitation Centre keeping the authorities occupied. Meanwhile, the results of PCR tests conducted on 150 persons who had come into contact with an associate of a Kandakadu coronavirus patient returned negative.
The first COVID-19 infected seaman was detected on the 22nd of April and was identified as a resident of Purunarwa attached to the Valisara Naval Base. It was revealed that he contracted the virus during operations to round up suspected COVID-19 patients in Suduvella, Jayala. Since the first detection, the number of infected Navy personnel spiked to 906, with the last Navy sailor from the cluster being detected on the 8th of July. However, today the Navy's 90-day ordeal came to an end after the last 3 Navy sailors returned to their daily lives following complete recoveries. The Navy announced that the latest Navy recoveries will, however, be kept under self-quarantine for a further 14 days.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා නාවික හමුදාව තුළින් වාර්තා වෙච්ච සියලුම COVID-19 රෝගීන් සුවය ලබා රෝහල් වලින් නික්ම ගොස් තිබෙනවා. ඒ වගේම නිරෝධායනය කර සිටි සියලුම නාවික සෙබළුනුත් මේ අවස්ථාව වන විට ඒ නිරෝධායන කටයුතු අවසන් කර තිබෙනවා. මේ තත්ත්වය යටතේ වැලිසර නාවික හමුදා කඳවුර ආශ්‍රිතව අපිට වාර්තා වුණු විශාල පොකුර මේ අවස්ථාව වෙන විට සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම පාලනය කරලා තියෙන බව අපිට විශ්වාසයෙන් යුතුව කියන්න පුළුවන්.
According to the National Operations Centre for the Prevention of COVID-19, the total infections resulting from the outbreak at the Kandakadu Rehabilitation Centre now stands at 562. Among them are 451 inmates and 68 staff members directly connected to the cluster that emerged from the facility. What's more, 43 of them are associates of the Kandakadu cluster who were exposed to the virus.
මේ වනකොට කන්දකාඩු පුනරුත්ථාපන මධ්‍යස්ථානයේ ආශ්‍රිතව වාර්තා වන රෝගීන්ගේ ඉතාමත්ම අඩුවීමක් දකින්න ලැබෙනවා. නමුත් තවමත් ඒ අතර නිරෝධායන ආශ්‍රිතයින් නිරෝධායනය කර තිබෙනවා. ඒ නිරෝධායන කරන අය අතර තවත් රෝගීන් වාර්තා වෙයි අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම කන්දකාඩු පුනරුත්ථාපන මධ්‍යස්ථානයේ සිට සේනපුර පුනරුත්ථාපන මධ්‍යස්ථානයටත් මාවක යවා තිබුණ කඳවියන් ඕන් අතරත් මේ අවස්ථාවේදී වාර්තා වෙන්නේ නැහැ. නමුත් එතන තවමත් කොටසක් නිරෝධායන වෙමින් පවතිනවා. නිරෝධායන වෙමින් පවතින කාල සීමාව අවසන් වෙනකොට කරන පරීක්ෂණ අනුව තමයි අපිට නිගමනය කරන්න වෙන්නේ මේ කඳවුර තුල මේ රෝගය ප්‍රචලිත වීම තවදුරටත් සිද්ධ වෙනවද නැත්නම් ඒ අවසන් වී තිබෙනවද කියන එක. ඒ සඳහා අපිට තව සති කිහිපයක් බලා සිටිය යුතුයි.
Meanwhile, a counsellor at the Kandakadu Rehabilitation Centre residing in the Kahataruwa police area, along with his wife and 2 children, were diagnosed with the virus recently. As a result, PCR tests were carried out on 65 people, including children and their parents, who attended a tuition class attended by the 2 virus-infected children. In other developments, a resident of Bandaravatta in Gampaha, who is a driver attached to the Kandakadu Rehabilitation Facility, contracted COVID-19, following which his brother-in-law, who is a teacher in profession, was also deemed to have contracted the virus. Accordingly, 50 individuals, including teachers, students and members of the non-academic staff of his school in Gampaha, underwent PCR tests, while 100 more students who attended tuition classes conducted by the infected teacher were also subjected to PCR tests. As per the Gampaha Medical Officer of Health, all tests have returned negative. Meanwhile, recoveries have increased to 2,048 after 7 patients were given the all-clear to go home. Among the country's total infections, 671 people still remain as active cases.
කොරෝනා වෛරසය පැතිරීම වළක්වන්න සබන් යොදා දෑත් සෝදන්න.
The Presidential Commission of Inquiry probing the Easter Sunday terror attacks was told today that there are doubts as to whether Pulastini Mahendran, alias Sarah Jasmine, a converted Islamic extremist and part of Zaran Hashim's terror group, was among the 16 dead at the Saindamarudu safe house raided by security forces on the 26th of April last year. Former Ampara Police Division Chief SSP Samantha Wijesekara told the Commission today that according to new information, none of the samples from the 16 bodies matched the DNA sample from Pulastini's mother. Meanwhile, new evidence has come to light from an eyewitness who claimed to have seen the suspect in September 2019 in public before she had allegedly escaped to India by boat.
The Presidential Commission of Inquiry investigating the Easter Sunday attacks heard evidence from SSP Samantha Wijesekara, who was in charge of the Ampara Police District during the Easter Sunday terror attacks. SSP Wijesekara recalled that on 26 April 2019, while searching a house in Nindavur that was used to store bomb-making paraphernalia, he received a report of gunshots fired at a Saindamarudu traffic police officer from a house in the area. The witness was then asked what warnings had been received regarding suspicious characters at the location. The witness revealed that 2 female residents of the Bolivarian housing scheme had become suspicious of a group staying at the scheme and had visited the house accompanied by a local mosque representative. At the house, the group was approached by an armed male suspect who told them, "We are preparing to sacrifice our lives for you." The trio had then left the premises and informed the traffic police officer on duty in the area. After receiving the reports of shots being fired at the police officer, the witness along with a team had gathered at a metal bridge near the entrance to the Bolivarian housing scheme in Saindamarudu. The witness revealed that at that moment, a tracer bullet was fired into the air from a house in the scheme, followed by a loud explosion, which led to a 40-minute exchange of fire between the suspects and security forces and followed by another explosion. The commission was told that when the witness and his team approached the house at around 11 p.m, they discovered 980,000 rupees in 5,000 rupee notes lying on the wayside near the house. He added that during a search of the house, 2 central bank receipts for the issuance of 1,000 5,000 rupee notes was also found. The witness also told the commission that 16 bodies were recovered from the house following the confrontation, consisting of 5 males, 5 females, 3 male minors and 2 female minors. The Additional Solicitor General then showed the witness photographs of the bodies and asked him to confirm their identities. He revealed that the first suspect shown in the photographs was identified as Mohammad Niaz, who had assisted Zaran's group in storing material at 2 locations in Nindavur and Sendalgam. The commission then showed the witness the video uploaded to the internet by the inmates of the house prior to the confrontation and asked him to confirm the deaths of the individuals in the video. The witness revealed that they were able to identify the remains of Zaran Hashim's father as well as Zaran's brother Zaini, seen in the video holding a child. He added that they also recovered the remains of another brother of Zaran's, Mohammad Qasim Mohammad Rilwan, on the roof of the house, killed while attempting to either escape via or launch an attack from the roof. Also identified among the dead inside the house was Zaran's eldest son Mohammad Zaran Wasim, his pregnant sister Mohammad Qasim Hidia, and his mother Abdul Sakar Sitti Umma. The witness stated that upon entering, the team heard the cries of a child coming from a room, where they discovered a heavily injured female child and a female adult, identified later as Zaran's daughter Mohammad Zahran Rudaina and her mother Abdul Qadir Fatima Hadia. The commission was also told that a wallet belonging to Pulasti Mahendran, alias Sarah Jasmine, was also found in another room in the house. The witness was then asked whether the remains of Pulastini Mahendran had been identified among the dead at the location. In response, the witness stated that interrogation of a suspect named Siam from Kalmane had confirmed that Sarah Jasmine had been seen among the group before the confrontation on 26th April, which was corroborated by Zara and Hashim's spouse. However, the witness added that recent information through intel sources had revealed that no DNA samples from the bodies matched the DNA sample from Pulastini Mahendran's mother. The witness told the commission that his investigations were however hampered by his sudden transfer on 24 July 2019. He revealed that his replacement, an efficient police officer named Marapana, was also transferred after just 6 months heading investigations, leading him to conclude that the transfers were undoubtedly politically motivated. He added that there was ample reason to believe this, as certain information uncovered during their investigations were deemed politically damaging to certain groups at the time. Meanwhile, the Commission heard new evidence today with regards to the whereabouts of Sarah Jasmine from Chief Inspector Arjuna Mahilkanda, an investigating officer at the Presidential Commission's Investigation Unit, who revealed information about an eyewitness who had seen Sarah Jasmine in September. According to Chief Inspector Mahilkanda's testimony, the eyewitness had seen Sarah Jasmine at around 3:15 am in September 2019, entering the main road from Beach Road, Batiklo, in the company of 2 males. The eyewitness had said that Sarah Jasmine then entered a beige-coloured pickup truck along with the duo. He added that occupying the driver's seat was an individual familiar to the eyewitness. The eyewitness had said that the individual in question was none other than the then OIC of the Kalamanchikudi Traffic Police Department, Abu Bakr, in recent times attached to the Colombo Crimes Division, and who is currently under arrest for links to the attacks. When the eyewitness had disembarked from his own vehicle to approach Abu Bakr and engage him in conversation, the pickup had sped away towards Batiklo. Chief Inspector Arjuna Mahilkanda also revealed that he had received information regarding 2 individuals who had assisted Sarah Jasmine to escape to India by boat. Investigations had later uncovered that it was the husband of her mother's sister and his brother who had assisted in her escape.
Now, the Fort Magistrates Court today issued notice to former Minister Rishad Badiuddin to appear before the Criminal Investigation Department following his failure to record a statement pertaining to the probes conducted on the Easter Sunday terror attacks. Now, it comes at a time when the Election Commission has asked the acting IGP to not summon Badiuddin to the CID until the polls are over.
The Fort Magistrates Court today issued notice to former Minister Rishad Badiuddin to appear before the Criminal Investigation Department, considering his continuous failures to record a statement pertaining to the probes conducted by the CID on the Easter Sunday bombings. However, the Election Commission has sent a letter to the acting IGP dated 15th of July, instructing him to postpone the summoning of Badiuddin to the CID until the 10th of August. The Election Commission had made the move considering a complaint filed by Badiuddin. The letter forwarded to the acting IGP by the Election Commission states that former Minister Badiuddin has provided evidence before the Parliamentary Select Committee and there are no evidence confirming his involvement to the Easter Sunday attacks. The letter added that the Election Commission hopes to convey the decision to President Gotabaya Rajapaksa and the Attorney General.
We will see you shortly after this break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You're watching First at 9. Now, drug racketeers had conducted their malevolent operations under the armed security provided by some members of the police special task force. This was revealed when the case pertaining to 13 members of the Police Narcotics Bureau being arrested over drug peddling was taken up in court today.
The 13 officers of the Police Narcotics Bureau who were arrested over drug racketeering were not produced before court today. However, Deputy Solicitor General Dileep Peiris reported the progress of the investigations conducted by the Criminal Investigation Department before Colombo Chief Magistrate Lanka Jayaratne. He told the court that the suspects had used 3 satellite phones and their bills had been paid from Singapore and Dubai. The Deputy Solicitor General noted that calls cost around 600 rupees per minute and the phone bills were paid by drug racketeers. The Deputy Solicitor General added that although this racket was conducted with boat operators in international waters since 2013, the racket was actively mobilized since 2017. What's more, he revealed that the drugs taken into custody by the Navy with a group of Iranians and drugs taken into custody by the Police Narcotics Bureau had been mixed with another substance at the Bureau. He also said that some of the drugs were packeted at the Police Narcotics Bureau and had been sold, with informants and boat owners paid with the ill-gotten gains. Furthermore, it has also been revealed that a constable at the PNB had handled all the monetary affairs of the racket and that around 32 million rupees was found in his possession. He added that had it not been for the diligent coverage given to the case by the media, the investigations would have become insipid. Despite the police department saying the death penalty should be given to the suspects, the Deputy Solicitor General noted that active contribution from the police hierarchy is needed. He revealed that assets worth 105 million rupees have been uncovered during the investigations and a further 4.6 million rupees, 33 bank accounts, 14 vehicles as well as 20 kilograms of gold were found this month. Furthermore, an investigation is launched over some low-ranking SCF officers who had provided armed security to the racketeers in return for money. The Deputy Solicitor General said that facts will be presented before the court pertaining to that probe in the future. The Colombo Chief Magistrate then ordered to further remand the 13 suspects until the 4th of August. Meanwhile, the Criminal Investigations Department has launched investigation into criminals Koskuda Tharaka, Podilassi and Pitigala Kauma, who are detained at the Boosa prison over levelling death threats to the President and the Secretary of Defence. The relevant information was uncovered when a team of CID officials recorded statements from the prison officials yesterday at the prison headquarters. Commissioner of Rehabilitation and Skill Development Chandana Ekanayaka, Commissioner of Intelligence Tusita Uduvara and Deputy Commissioner of Intelligence Prasad Prematilaka have given statements with regard to the threats levelled against them by the underworld at the Boosa prison. A discussion was held between the prison officials and inmates including underworld figures Koskuda Tharaka, Hikkaduwe Podilassi and Pitigala Kauma on the 26th of June to resolve a fast unto death launched by them. The prison officials had visited 14 inmates at their cells and had held discussions, during which Podilassi had said that his network operates anywhere and that he is ready for anything. Criminal Koskuda Tharaka, meanwhile, had said that he has ample weapons and many of his disciples are operating outside. The criminal had threatened to kill everyone from the Commissioner General of Prisons to the prison superintendent. Koskuda Tharaka had said that they had killed many people and admitted to killing an entire village, leaving only women and children. The criminal had gone on to say those words are the ones he had for the Defence Secretary as well. Furthermore, he had said that the President's tenure is just 5 years and he doesn't have much regard for the head of state. While saying that he is above the police, Koskuda Tharaka has threatened to break out by scaling the wall and removing the roof if the criminal is confined any further. A prison official said that Criminal Investigation Department and the State Intelligence Service were made aware of the threats levelled by the underworld by the Commissioner General of Prisons. Meanwhile, the Police Special Task Force arrested a criminal gang member last night from the area of Valasmulla named Rotumba Arachige Udena alias Kiria. A search of his house led to a bunker located under a piece of furniture being found. The SCF said that the search also yielded a cache of weapons, including a firearm, a live hand grenade, 105 live T-56 ammunition, 21 T-56 training rounds and 2 LMG training rounds. A stash of army uniforms, including 5 camouflage uniforms, were also found. The suspect, who is a resident of Valasmulla, had retired from the army in 2014. Investigations have uncovered that throughout the suspect's 22-year service in the army, he had maintained contacts with underworld leader known as Barrel Sunil.
President Gotabaya Rajapaksa today toured the district of Nuwara, where he attended a number of rallies in order to strengthen the election campaign of Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna ahead of the general election set for the 5th of next month. During his visit, the head of state heard the grievances of the public, assuring them permanent solutions.
President Gotabaya Rajapaksa arrived in Rikilagaskada this morning to attend several rallies organised by the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna candidates contesting the general election from the district of Nuwara. The head of state first joined the gathering organised by SLPP's Nuwara district candidate SB Disanayaka. President Gotabaya then proceeded to the Puramadulla Central College grounds, during which he heard grievances about the half-renovated ground. Upon request by the students, the president contacted the commander of the army over the phone, notifying him the matter while also requesting him to renovate the ground.
Central College එක famous. ඒකම අපි එකපාරක් හදුවා swimming pool එක. ඒකේ half done තියෙනවා මේ ground එක. රින් එකයි ground එකයි. මේ අන්න එක හදා එවන්න කට්ටිය. කොරමොඩුල්ල. Okay. Ground එක හදලා දෙන්න. ground එක.
The head of state then arrived at a public gathering organized in the area of Kandapola. President Gotabaya also participated in an election propaganda event organized by C.B. Ratnayaka and Nimal Piyatissa at the Valapane weekly market premises. The president then attended a public gathering organized by Nurali district candidate Muttaya Prabhakaran near Lake Gregory this afternoon. The event was also joined by the candidate's brother, veteran cricketer Muttaya Muralidharan.
Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa says that he is suspicious of Sajith Premadas's intentions and accuses the Samagi Janabalawega leader of amnesia with regards to the killing of 60,000 Sri Lankan youth during his father's presidency between 1988 and 1989. The Prime Minister made these comments while addressing an election propaganda event in Theldenia in Kandy.
An election propaganda event organised in support of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna was worked off in Theldenia with the participation of Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa today.
අපි හොයලා බැලුවා තැපැල් ඡන්දේ ප්‍රකාශ වෙච්ච ආකාරය පිළිබඳව අපි වාර්තා ලබා ගත්තා. අපිට ඉතාම පැහැදිලිව ඔබතුමාට කියන්න පුළුවන් අගෝස්තු මාසේ 6 වෙනිදා එළි වෙනකොට 3න් 2ක බලයක් සහිත පොහොට්ටුවේ ආණ්ඩුවක් අපිට පිහිටුවීමේ හැකියාව මේ වෙනකොට අපිට තියෙනවා කියන කාරණේ අපිට මතක් කරන්න ඕන. ප්‍රේමදාස යුගය මොකද ප්‍රේමදාස මහත්තයාගේ පුතා දැන් කතා කරනවා රහත් වෙලා වගේ 60000කට අධික තරුණ තරුණියන් පිරිසක් එදා ඝාතනය කළා. බටලන්දට ගිය අය තාමත් මේ ආසනෙ තුල ඉන්නවා. මේක තමයි එදා ඉතිහාසය 89 90 කාලේ. මේවා අර හුඟක් දෙනකොට අමතක වෙලා. ප්‍රේමදාසගේ පුතා කියලා ආඩම්බරෙන් තට්ටු කරගන්නකොට අපිට මතක් වෙන්නේ තාත්තා කරපු වැඩේ පුතාත් කරයිද කියලා. මේ පැරණි දේශපාලන පක්ෂයක් කෑලි වලට කඩලා දාන්න සමත් වෙච්ච මිනිස්සයා මේ රට දෙකට කඩන එක විතරක්ම පුදුම වෙන්න ඕන නෑ. ඔහුගේ ප්‍රතිපත්ති මාලාවත් තියෙන්නේ ප්‍රතිපත්ති මාලාවත් අතර සමානතාවයක් තියෙනවා කියන එකයි අපි කියන්නේ. මම දිරුම් ගැන කියන්නෙත් නෑ. මට වඩා හොඳට තමුන්නාන්සේලා දන්නෝනේ. අපිත් එක්ක බැරි වෙලාවේ හිටපු මිනිස්සු කණ්ඩායම තමුන්නාන්සේලා අඳුරනවා.
United National Party leader Ranil Wickremesinghe meanwhile says that only the UNP has the ability to rebuild the economy and protect the country. Addressing an election propaganda event in Slave Island, he stated that true UNPers who are born and bred in the party will always work to protect the party without working to destroy it.
An election propaganda event in support of United National Party candidates was held yesterday in Slave Island, Colombo.
ප්‍රේමදාස ජනාධිපතිතුමා එක්ක තමයි මම එකට හිටියේ මේ පක්ෂය ආරක්ෂා කරන්න. මට පුරුද්ද තියෙනවා. රවි කරුණායක මන්ත්‍රීතුමත් වෙනවා මුදල් දුන්නා කියලා හොරෙන් මං අහන්න යන්නෙත් නෑ. රැකියක් දුන්නා. වැඩේ කරන්නේ අපි ඉන්නේ එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයේ ඉඳගෙන. ඒ පක්ෂය අපි හැදුනේ වැඩුනේ. අපි මේ පක්ෂයෙන් පිට ගියේ නෑ. කිසි දවසක Tamanට උදව් කරපුවට බනින්න එපා කියලා ප්‍රේමදාස ජනාධිපති මට කිව්වා. ඒ කෘතඥ ගුණය ඇත්ත වශයෙන්ම තියෙනවා. අපේ පක්ෂේ පිටින් ආයෙත් එක තියනවාද නැද්ද කියලා මන් දන්නේ නැහැ. කොහොමත් මම ඒව ගැන කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ. මේක අපේ පක්ෂේ. ඒක අපි ආරක්ෂා කරන්න ඕනේ. විනාශ කරනවා නෙමෙයි. අපි රට ආරක්ෂා කරන්න ඕනේ. රටේ ආර්ථිකය හදන්න ඕනේ. ඒ ශක්තිය තියෙන්නේ අපිට විතරයි. ඒ නිසා එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයට ඡන්දෙ දෙන්න.
Now, Samagi Janabalawega leader Sajith Premadasa says that he is prepared to lay bare all activities carried out using Central Cultural Fund monies in response to accusations of billions allegedly defrauded by him during his tenure as the subject minister. He made these comments when he addressed Buddhist clergy at a Samagi Janabalawega seminar yesterday.
අපිට අහන්නට ලැබෙන අපේ ප්‍රතිවාදීන් සංස්කෘතික අරමුදලේ අරමුදල් ගැන ලොකුවට කතා කරනවා. මම වගකීමෙන් කියන්නට කැමතියි සංස්කෘතික අරමුදලේ අරමුදල් සියල්ලක්ම අප යොමු කර තිබෙන්නේ ආගමික සිද්ධාස්ථාන සංවර්ධනය කිරීමටත් රාජ්‍ය ආයතන හරහා එම වැඩ කටයුතු කිරීම. ආගමික නොවන වැඩ කටයුතු වලට සංස්කෘතික නොවන වැඩ කටයුතු වලට එක රුපියලක්වත් වැය කරලා නැහැ. ලෑස්ති ඕනම අවස්ථාවක කවුරු හරි ප්‍රශ්න කරනවා නම් වසරක පමණ කාලයක් තුල සංස්කෘතික අරමුදලෙන් අපි ඉෂ්ට කරපු සේවාව පැහැදිලිව එලි දක්වලා ඊට පෙර කාල වකවානුන් වලදී සංස්කෘතික අරමුදලේ මුදල් ආගමික නොවන වැඩ කටයුතු වලට යොදාගෙන තිබෙන ආකාරය ගැන හොඳ පැහැදිලි කිරීමක් කළා. චිත්‍රපට හදන්නටත් සංස්කෘතික අරමුදලේ අරමුදල් පහුගිය කාල වකවානුවක වැය කළා තිබෙනවා. තවත් බොහෝ දේ අපි සතුටු තිබෙනවා. ඉදිරියටත් අපේ අරමුණ ප්‍රායෝගික බෞද්ධින් හැටියට අපේ ගමන ක්‍රියාවක් වෙනවා. අනුන්ට උපදෙස් දෙන්නට පෙර තමන් සුදුසු ගුණෙහි පිහිටා සිටී.
In the meantime, the Western Province Civil Appellate High Court dismissed an appeal filed by the General Secretary of the Samagijan Balawegaya, Ranjit Madhuva Bandara, this morning without taking it into consideration. The appeal challenged the verdict of the Colombo District Court, which rejected the SJB members' request seeking an order to prevent the UMP Working Committee from suspending their UMP membership. Furthermore, the Samagijan Balawegaya General Secretary was also ordered to pay 25,000 rupees as court expenses by the Western Provincial Civil Appellate High Court bench.
We will see you shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back. This is First at 9. Now, Director General of the Department of Archaeology, Dr. Senarat Disanayaga, says that a comprehensive report concerning the demolished building in Kurunagala will be more time consuming than expected. The archaeology chief says a primary report will be presented for the time being, owing to the complexity of the chain of events behind the demolition.
ගොඩනැගිලි විනාශ කිරීමේ බරපතල සිද්ධියක් ඒක රාත්‍රියේ කරලා තියෙන්නේ. අපි දෙපාර්තමේන්තුවේ හැටියට පසුදිනම පොලිසියේ පැමිණිල්ලක් දැම්මා. මේ සඳහා කොමිටියක් පත් කළා. හැබැයි අපිට ඒ කමිටු වාර්තාවක් හැටියට අපිට දෙන්න වෙන්නේ මූලික වාර්තාවක්. බෝනක බාහු රජුට සම්බන්ධයි කියන එක ජනප්‍රවාදයක්. කොහෙවත් මහාවංශයවත් වෙනත් කිසිම ලිඛිත සාධකයක් නැහැ මේක බෝනක බාහුට සම්බන්ධයි කියලා. තීගිරි කුරුටුගිය වලට කරපු විනාශෙදී සිංහපාදේ විනාශයේදී ඒ අවස්ථාව අපේ රැකවල්කාරයන් සහ පොලිසිය ඔවුන් අත්අඩංගුවට ගත්තා. නමුත් දැන් මේක පේන හැටියට ඊට වඩා සංකීර්ණ සිද්ධිදාමයක් තියෙනවා. අපි හිතුවා එක්කෙනෙක් දෙන්නෙක් මේකට සම්බන්ධ කියලා. හැබැයි ඊට වැඩිය මේකේ වෙනත් යටි අරමුණු සැඟවුණු අරමුණු තියෙනවායි කියන කාරණය මට වාර්තා වුණා. පිටක්කයි ප්‍රදේශයේ නගරාධිපතිතුමා කියනවා මේක ගැසට් කරලා නැහැ. ඒ හින්දා ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. උපකල්පනය කරමු ගැසට් කරලා නැහැ කියලා. 15 ඈවගන්තියට පුරාවස්තු වඩානි කරන්න පුළුවන්.
The Court of Appeal today rejected the petition filed seeking the arrest of former Deputy Minister Vinayagamurthy Muralidharan alias Karunamman over his recent controversial statement on the killing of Sri Lankan army soldiers. The decision was delivered by a judge bench comprising President of the Court of Appeal Justice A.H.M.D. Nawaz and Sobhita Rajakaruna. The court said that it is evident that police investigations pertaining to the incident in question are at a preliminary stage and therefore they found no reason to continue with the petition. And that's it from all of us here at First at 9. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.